G'day legends and welcome to another RIP episode of the Aunty Donna podcast. This week Silly Boy is back by popular demand. Remember, if you're loving the pod, you can get access to the video version and a bunch of bonus content at auntydonnaclub.com.
You're listening to the Aunty Donna podcast, the greatest fucking podcast in the world. Brother Mike and Zach and sometimes some guests. We hope you enjoy the motherfucking podcast.
Welcome to the Aunty Donna podcast, brought to you by Hyundai Elantra. Zach, lovely to have you on. I'm the host, and Zach is my guest, my sidekick, my Andy Richter, what's the Carson one? That guy.
The Carson one.
How are you?
Like broadly?
No, don't worry about it. I am so excited to bring some news to you today, Zach. Mm-hmm. We had a guest on a while back.
Yeah.
Now, when it went out, I didn't know. We finished recording it. We saved the podcast. Mm-hmm. We sent it to Tom. He leveled it out. He put in the ads or whatever the fuck he does. Not much, I think. Hi, Tom, if you're listening.
He's not. He's just chucking it up.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck.
Just
if you're listening, Tom, put a little fart sound in here. And see, I bet he didn't. Now, when this episode went out a few weeks ago, it got a lot of feedback. We had a guest on.
Yep.
The episode got a lot of feedback.
Yep.
Some good, a lot bad, but some good. But do you know what?
What?
It cut through.
Yeah.
This guest character cut through in a big way. Mm-hmm. Our numbers through the roof. I was getting calls from Mobil, BP, Shell. They all wanted to sponsor the podcast because this episode cut through. Doesn't matter if people liked him or didn't like him. You didn't like him.
No.
But Zach, let me tell you, I have welcomed a guest back this week.
I suspected as much.
Because people loved to talk about him.
Apparently,
you love him, you hate him, doesn't matter.
Apparently we're maths now, are we?
We are married at first sight.
Yeah, we just get him on. Oh, I love to hate him. Great. This is unpleasant. Tweet about it. Yeah,
we
great.
brought back a great character. Mm-hmm. Is it Mark's away this week?
Yep.
You get COVID, I guess. Please welcome Mr.
No, Swilly Boy!
I got your little entrance song.
My name is...
Just one sec.
Swilly Boy. Why call me Mr. Swilly? Mr. Swilly was my dead dad.
Mr. Silly.
Mr.
No, silly boy.
I'm Swilly Boy, and I want to sway a few flings. I got a few flings on my mind for
He's
my
come back.
friends.
I feel like he's come back stronger.
No, I'm the swame.
Zach, let me tell you, because I'll tell you, it's when the first time, when that character came out, I thought maybe the person where he came from was like, man, I'm not too sure about this. He's come back stronger than ever before.
Well, I want to sway. I got a lot of very nice DMs from some fans of your podcast who said, Swilly Boy, you are the swilliest Billy I've ever seen. And I said, I'm not swilly, you fucking moron. I'm fucking pointing out when people are being swilly. And then I got banned from Instagram for just a little bit. A little tickly bit. Isn't that right?
Don't touch
I
me.
want to twickle Zach because Zach is being... Okay, so...
Can I just say one thing?
Yes.
I'm going to set some fucking ground rules here.
All
right? If you're going to come back stronger, I'm going to come back stronger.
Okay.
And I'm setting some goddamn fucking ground rules.
All right.
Right, you can do our fucking podcast. You can do interviews. I can't outvote him. If he wants to have you on, then that's going to happen.
He told
no,
me
listen to me,
that you
cunt.
wanted to have me on.
Don't
That's the
fucking
only
touch
reason.
me.
All right.
Now, what were you going to say?
Why didn't you told me Zach wanted to have me on?
Well, he does secretly. But
Wait
also
a second.
Oh, you're going to be silly, isn't it?
Was he being swilly?
Silly.
Yes, what I said.
Okay.
I said, was he being swilly?
Yeah, silly. So you're saying
Yeah,
swiwi, so I would spell it SWIWUY.
Well, making fun of the way I talk.
No, not at all.
Well, I think you are.
Which is?
I think you're being a little cunt.
Okay.
I think you're being a real
Well,
cunt.
I'm sorry, silly boy. I didn't understand.
Swilly boy.
Yeah, silly.
Sweary boy.
Swiwi. You want me to say swiwi?
No, sweary boy.
I'm saying silly.
No, sweary boy.
No, well, so for me, this...
It's sweary boy.
Yeah, okay, but listen.
I'm fucking listening. Are you fucking listening?
I'm listening.
Sweary boy.
I'm listening.
Say sweary.
Silly.
Sweary.
Silly.
No.
Swiwi.
No.
I feel like
Sweary.
this is silly. This is silly. What you're doing is silly, and you know it. But
I don't know. Well, I'm just a sweary boy.
no, you're not silly. That's your rule.
all I
You're not
am-
silly. You point out silly.
My name is Sweary boy. I am not what?
Nothing. Go on. What were you going
can't
to say?
even-
No, what were you
not
going to say?
Even for my peace of mind, can you just sit there half an hour? You take longer wanks than that.
That's silly.
How would you know
No,
that,
I'm the
you
one.
fucking creepy cunt?
Because I watch you. I live under your couch.
You said you weren't silly. Are you silly?
I am Sweary boy.
Yes, but you're not silly.
Sweary.
Please don't. Please. I can't go anywhere with that. I can't. If you don't let me say silly or swiwi, I can't say...
You can say whatever you want, but there is freedom of speech in this
I
country.
agree. I agree.
And if I want to correct the way that you're saying sweary, then I
That's
will.
not freedom of speech.
It is freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech.
It is freedom of speech.
Freaking of speech.
It's just, can I say one thing about you, silly boy?
No.
Well, there you go.
It's my fucking podcast. I'll say what I fucking want.
Wow, that didn't.
Yeah, you are a guest, silly
My
boy.
sweary alarm
you are a
did
guest.
not go off.
You are a guest on my podcast. The W thing in silly characters
Sweary.
is meant to be how the character replaces the R sound. So if you were to say really as really,
No, I would never sway that.
We.
adding a W to words is not silly, it's asinine.
No, it's not asinine, it's sweary. Because, Zach, what's the sweariest thing you've ever done?
Probably having you on the podcast.
Yeah, that's a sweary
You're
thing
so
to
goofy,
do.
man.
Well, I'm glad you asked because I reached out to our beloved Patreon audience earlier today and I asked them the simple question.
Wait, are you talking about the Aunty Donna Club powered by Patreon?
I am.
What's that?
It's a place where you're part of the Aunty Donna Club. Anyway,
What do you do for?
well, I've asked them
What do
to
you do on
suggest.
there? What is
Just
it?
listen, man. Seriously, you're starting to piss me off.
I don't
I
know.
brought you back on. I brought you back on. I asked them.
I just want some context.
I'm explaining it, man.
But I don't know what Patreon is. It sounds pretty sweary.
Are you fucking serious, man? Are you fucking serious?
Is it like OnlyFans? I have an
Yes.
OnlyFans.
I bet you do.
What are you doing there, silly
Oh,
boy?
just
Oh,
joking.
you know, it's mostly just I talk to people, I show people things about my wife, I show them my kitchen, and then in the DMs for $10.99 you can see me put a big black dildo
Okay,
up
so
my-
enough
up
of
my
that. Silly boy,
bum.
silly boy, silly boy. Silly boy. It was going along fine. You assured me in the last podcast where you were introduced as a character,
Wish.
silly boy is not silly.
Swilly boy.
Silly boy is not silly.
That's better.
He points out... that was better?
Wish.
Silly boy points out silly.
Yes, I can
But
tell.
you're not silly.
No, I'm not a swilly character, although recently I've been a bit swilly.
Okay, so that's an evolution of the character then.
Okay. Broden, we're going to have a meeting after this podcast.
Can I crumb?
We get the cut through.
Can
Go
I
on.
crumb to the meeting?
You crumb?
Yeah, can I crumb to the meeting?
Crumb?
Yeah, I want to crumb.
You want to come to the meeting?
I want to crumb
So
on the
he
meeting.
started. So this is scary, right, for me, because last time there was I could see the character. He wasn't silly. He pointed out silly things.
Yeah.
But the way he behaved was a little bit silly.
Yeah.
Now, this character is accepting that they are silly.
Well, what I've come around to is that everyone can be swilly if they want to be swilly, but my best power, my best ability is to say when other people are being swilly, but recently I've said, you know what, why don't I loosen up a little? Why don't I be the swilly one for once? Because all my friends always say to me, you're so swillious. You're so swillious, but your name is Swilly Boy.
Are your
And I
friends
say,
silly as well?
Pardon?
When they say you're serious, Are your friends, are they silly like you?
Well, you're my friend. And you're sweary.
Sure.
But they're not sweary like me. I'm not sweary.
Pardon?
Why? I'm not sweary.
No,
just
but
said
when
that
they
you-
say you're
I said,
serious,
fucking listen.
can't, I'm asking you a question, just hear me out. When they say that you are serious, is that because by their standards you're serious, or do you just have friends that are just curious about that? Is that a good question, Broden?
Sure,
Is that going to get cut through?
Yeah.
I only hang around sweary people. And you're the sweariest person I've ever met.
Thank you. Now, what were you going to say, Broden Kelly?
I've got a list of suggestions of things that are silly. I thought it might be good. They're from our Patreon people. Maybe you could tell me if these suggestions are silly or if they're not silly.
I'll try.
You'll try.
I'll try my hardest.
But you said "are there," which is the most confusing. You would say I will try.
Why make fun of the way I talk?
I'm not making fun of the way you talk. I'm just
You
trying to
are.
find.
You are.
I'm
and
trying.
I'm getting self-conscious. And
I'm trying to find consistency. Is what I'm trying to find.
He's just
in this character.
interrogating it,
Your house is not on a bedrock of concrete. It's on a swamp, a boggy marsh. There's nothing to hold on to. There's sinkholes everywhere. Do you understand?
a boggy marsh. I do
Okay,
a
here we go.
bog in the morning after my coffee.
Yeah. Okay.
I suppose, can I just...
Bog is like poo.
Yes. I suppose... I suppose, in a lot of ways, you know, to
March
have...
is a month of the year.
Yes. I suppose...
I had a boggy March last year while I was doing lots of poos
Who's in the month
in
of March?
March. See, this is my attempt at being swilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very-
What did you think?
It's good.
It's called wordplay.
Okay. Yeah, what your wordplay?
Want to do some wordplay with Swilly Boy?
Not
No, thank you.
particularly.
Okay.
So for me, I suppose the inconsistency of character is silly. If I were to analyse,
my
it.
blog's
I mean, I feel
in-
nothing but
My blogs in March were inconsistent. Some were wet, some were
His
swallowed.
bogs in March were inconsistent
No, I
somewhere.
understood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wordplay.
It's not wordplay, man.
I'm trying so hard to be swilly like.
Do some wordplay. Do some wordplay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I want to see some wordplay.
Well, you got to give me a word first, please.
No, that's not what you just said. You said, "Would you like to see some wordplay?"
No, I said, would you like to
It's
play
not
some
whose line.
wordplay? I said, would you like to play some wordplay?
Yeah.
You got to give me a word and then I'll play with it.
Okay.
I don't want you to play with anything.
Well, not even your balls?
Broden, give him the word.
Beach.
Bleach.
No, beach.
Bleach.
You're adding, you're
Such
adding
a swilly word.
syllables now, man.
Bleach.
Like full vowels.
Bleach ball. Why play with a bleach ball when I'm feeling swilly with my friends on the bad word? Bad word. You gave me a bad word. You gave me a bad word. There was only so much I could do.
Sorry.
Yeah, that is on you, man. I gotta Simon Silly Boy
Thank
now.
you. It's
I'm
a
sorry.
fucking
Yeah,
terrible
I'm sorry
word
that he
for
gave you that
wordplay.
word.
My bad. I'm sorry. Let's try.
No, I don't want to play anymore.
I see what you're saying.
Hang on.
I don't want to play. You ruined it. You ruined it. I swear, we boy offered out an olive branch, and I wanted you to make some oil out of it and put that over your body and rub it all over me. Wordplay.
I am. I just thought to myself, you know, riffing. Maybe it'd be funny if Zach gets on board with the character. You know, that's his journey.
Yeah, because he gets. I've made
You
a silly
know,
suggestion.
and then he did that olive oil bit, and I was like, I can't know. You will never have me.
Extra virgin.
Please. Well, I don't know what to do. I can't with this character.
We just got 15 more minutes. Now, silly boy.
It's not a bit for me. It makes me so
Silly boy.
uncomfortable.
The Patreon people have suggested some silly things.
All right.
I'm going to read through them for you.
Oh, well, you know me. I can tell you when Swampwing is swilly from over
I
a
know,
mile
man.
away.
I
But
know.
I'm not swilly. But I've been trying to bleed.
That's not what you... Yeah, no, trying. You
I've
said-
been trying swilly on, you know, like, I've been trying it on to see how it fits.
Well, how do you define silly boy?
I don't
Swilly-
know.
Swilly is, so when you're, you know, you wake up in the morning.
Not silly.
What's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Go to the toilet.
Go to the toilet.
I'd rather not share personal information with you.
Why? You act like I don't already know.
Yeah, well, I would rather you not. It's about my own personal feelings. We'll go with what he said.
Go to the toilet.
Go to the toilet.
Yeah.
What quawa is the poo-poo or pui-pui that's coming out of your bum or wee-wee? What quawa is it?
Which one? Which?
Well, which one? It could be brown out of both.
Well, let's talk
bowls.
urine. So my urine is, if I've had a full night's sleep and not gone, it may be
Yes.
yellow.
A viscous
Wow.
yellow.
A viscous is swill-wee. So there we go.
So that's an example. You're giving a lot of examples. I asked for a definition.
My pui is purple. I have purple pui out of my wee-wee.
You got purple urine.
You purple wooing. And I drink it out of a
You'll
quack.
win. You'll win. Why did you say will win?
What?
But just a little bit of drill back. So you drink your own purple urine.
Why not? I'm swiwi.
So are you saying
You're
these are-
swiwi.
You said you weren't silly.
I'm
What's your
trying it
definition?
on for a while.
But there's a difference between trying something and then branding yourself as that in your identity.
Wes and woe.
Wes and woe.
Wes and woe.
Yes and no. Wes and woe.
Wes and woe.
Okay, that's better. Slightly better.
Yeah. Here's the thing about being a swiwi billy. I've seen swiwi billies come and go. They come and go every day out of my wife. They die.
Out of your life.
No, out of my wife. Out of my wife.
When you were talking about OnlyFans, were you talking about your life or your wife?
Well, I was talking about, I have an OnlyFans.
Yeah. When you said, I assumed you meant you and your wife had an OnlyFans together, but were you just talking about your life?
I was talking about my wife then, but now I'm talking about my wife.
Okay.
She has people fall out of her all the time.
Are you human? You're a man?
What do you look like?
What?
What do you look like? I mean, you look like Mark on the video, but what do you look like, silly boy?
Well, what's the swilliest thing you've ever seen?
Probably like a cartoon.
Like a cartoon character,
Like
would
a
you
Bugs
say?
Bunny or a...
Like a Bugs Bunny?
Yeah, I think Looney Tunes tended to have more silly characters. Than
Sure,
Disney.
maybe Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, Red and
Like
Stimpy.
Foghorn, Leghorn,
Yeah.
Sure.
yeah. Tasmanian Devil,
Yeah. These are all Looney Tunes.
yeah. Wawa Bunny,
Yeah, I guess.
She's less silly, more erotic.
Yosemite Swam,
Yeah.
Yes.
Tasmanian Devil,
You've already said that.
You said that one. Yeah.
Porky Pig,
Porky Pig's pretty silly, yeah.
Michael Jordan,
Silly, yes.
Yeah, well, silly in that film. His presence in the film is silly, yeah.
the Monsters,
Yeah. Antagonistic, but silly, yeah.
yeah, from the Spice
They're
Story.
pretty silly for once.
They do silly things, yeah. Is this going somewhere?
No,
No.
no, this is me.
Okay, that's his
Try-
answer.
This was me trying to be Swilly. How did I go?
It was...
It's hard for me
So I'm
because...
just trying it on. It's new for me.
But you
Can
said
I
you were
answer,
silly.
Can I answer
No,
your
I'm
question?
Swilly boy.
No, fuck off. Fuck up.
I'm Swilly boy.
Fuck up.
Before I did your podcast,
Yes.
I had never been Swilly before once in my whole life.
Yes. This is what you want.
And then I got lots of, I think you call them death threats
Yeah.
on Instagram and Twitter.
People coming after you.
I legitimately got tweets of support. People tweeted at me, said, I think you're right.
That must have been nice. For me, it was, you should go wide down in front of traffic, that kind of thing.
And that's not silly, is it? That's,
No, that, I cried.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
you should never
That
say
made
no.
me
You-
quiet.
I want to be very equivalent here. We would never support cyberbullying. And as much as I find you repulsive, silly boy,
Or an olive branch or a olive wench.
yeah, yep, whatever you want to
Extra
call it.
virgin wordplay.
Cunt.
Okay, so there was going to be an olive
No,
branch.
there is going to be an olive branch. If our fans have ever made you feel uncomfortable or unwelcome in a way that is threatening to your life or your mental health, I apologise. And I encourage our fans not to do that. That being said, I don't like you. I find you upsetting, and I think you need to do the work to be less upsetting as a character.
Okay.
Okay, you understand?
Okay, shacky wacky tacky macky.
I feel like you're designed to upset me sometimes. And I think that's inappropriate, and I think that's upsetting.
I think all you need is a little kissy on the bissy.
The one rule is you don't touch me.
How do you...
By the end of this podcast, I'm going to break that
Zach,
rule.
can I ask you, Zach? He's posited that all you need is a little kissy-wissy. How do you feel about that?
What would the result be of the kissy wissy?
I imagine you'd be happier, cheery more. You'd like Silly Boy more.
And you can choose how
little
much
kissy.
twang.
From you?
Well, from both of us. Quishing is about finding your soulmate.
It's this stuff. It's not when he's overtly threatening that I the overtly threatening stuff I can handle. I know what that is. I don't know what this is.
When I quish, I like to go. I'll put my twang right in the mouth and swirl it around and swack on the other person's twang. Do you like to do that?
With you?
With anyone? With a lover?
With a lover? Sure, I'd be open
Or
to
Danny
that.
Glover?
Danny
you?
Glover.
With Danny
Wordplay.
Glover?
See, I'm just trying on some wordplay.
Sure, I'd be open to that. With you, I'd prefer we maintain the rule. Broden,
Well,
the silly
sweet.
things. I've set boundaries with you, silly boy. I've welcomed you onto my
And
podcast.
I break boundaries.
And then we won't have you on the podcast again.
Will we?
Broden,
He cuts through, goddammit.
I understand, but if he touches me,
Maybe not this time.
it's me or silly boy.
God damn it, he gets results. All right, here's this list. This I just put out to the Patreon people. What are some silly things?
Okay, I'll tell you whether that's where we or not.
Okay, great. Walking into a glass door.
Oh, depends.
It depends.
Yeah, depends.
Just on a top line, like...
No, context. Need more context.
Can I answer that question? Yeah. I walked into a glass door on one of the saddest days of my life. This is
See?
a true story.
Not sweary.
And in that circumstance, it was depressing.
If
Other
you
times
had,
it can be fun.
If you had slipped on a banana peel and that had make you fall into the glass door, then that's sweary, yeah, for sure.
That's not what they've written. The next...
Well, then it's not fucking sweary.
All right, okay, I'm sorry. Silly boy, please.
Sweary.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
I know you're not doing it. Very disrespectful.
Big rats.
Big wax.
We don't owe you respect. We've given you the platform, but we do not owe you respect.
I think everyone deserves a little bit of respect. That's a sweary
It's a
thing to
two-way
say.
street. You come into our podcast and you show no... Carry on, Brendan, I'm sorry. I'm just very upset.
A big rat.
Big rats. Are they silly?
Splinter is one of the most serious characters I've ever seen.
Splinter from the Ninja
Splinter
Turtles.
from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And
The Wingerwurtles.
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The TWWW.
No,
Thought it was TMNT.
no, TMNT.
No,
Teenage
What you
Mutant
said was
Ninja
TWWW.
Turtles.
TMNT. Not...
TWMNT.
No. Next one. Butts.
But, like the butts on the end of your legs?
I would say
Butts on the end of your...
Butts at the end of your leg?
End of your legs. I think feet. That's the end of your legs, but sure.
What's your fucking problem?
Okay,
I'll tell you my problem.
What's your problem?
You're gross.
You don't even
You're
try.
just gross.
You don't even try to be sweary anymore.
I don't like being silly around you. I feel like being silly involves a certain sharing, a certain opening up, and I think I don't feel comfortable around you. I don't think this is a safe space when you're at the table, and I don't.
What's the sweariest thing that could happen?
Pardon?
What's the sweariest thing that could happen?
I don't understand the question within the
What's the
context.
sweariest thing that could happen?
What's the
if
silliest
I'm
thing that could happen?
queer? You're so squared of me. What are you squared like a little child?
I'm not scared of you.
I
You
think
make me
are squared.
uncomfortable.
No, I think you're squared.
What do you mean?
I think you're squared of me.
No, I'm not scared of you.
Yeah, you are.
I don't find you threatening. What
Okay,
was
so,
that?
So he's lunged. Silly boy lunged at Zach. Then, sort of like...
You got a fucking problem?
I was being sweary. I was just being sweary.
Zach, he was
Fucking
Zach.
hide
Zach.
your
I was
shit
being sweary.
behind silliness.
Wow, someone can't take a sweary joke.
Grow the fuck up,
Someone
man.
can't take a sweary joke.
Zach, he was just being silly.
You could use a bit of sweary boy in your wife.
Zach, I don't like him either, but he gets results.
What?
You should see the algorithm.
I saw the result. You called an emergency meeting. And I said at that meeting,
numbers.
I did not want to see Silly Boy again.
We made
I have
$1,500 on YouTube alone.
Wow.
There's nothing silly about those numbers.
All right. Money talks and silly walks.
Silly boy walk.
Wearing funny hats.
Well, I think all hats are pretty funny. Like, I saw your hat and just waffed my ass off when I came in today because I was
so
like,
good
what
at
a sweary hat.
I'm wearing it backwards. Is that
Yeah.
silly?
Well, you look so sweary and
Excuse
stupid
me?
with
I
it.
think you look nice,
It's
bro.
just the sweariest. I
Silly
thought
and
that
stupid.
was such a funny choice to wear a hat like that. I laughed to myself so much. I took a photo of it and sent it to my friends and went, look at this fucking idiot wearing the sweariest, stupidest hat I've ever seen.
So that's
you look
cyber- so
so
he's-
fucking stupid.
he's
and
cyberbullying.
He's
sweary.
taking a photo.
No,
without
I
your
did it on
consent,
purpose.
And
He's
he
being
uses
sweary.
silliness to hide his behaviour.
He's being sweary.
I don't care. You can
wearing
be as
that
silly
hat.
as you want. You have to answer to your behaviour, man.
But I thought I was like, good move. That's the swilliest, stupidest looking, and you look like a fucking moron wearing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, swilly hats are definitely funny.
Thank you. Pickle glue?
Pickle glue? Well, glue to put a couple of pickles
He likes
together.
this. He
If
likes
your
this.
pickle is broken.
This is a pig-
If your
pig
pickle
turd.
is broken and then you need to stick it back together, that's very practical, not swilly.
Okay, there you go. This one's a challenging one. Aunty Donna.
Aunty Donna. What's that?
It's a comedy group, sketch group. It's the podcast you're on.
It's fun layer that he doesn't know who we are.
No, I've seen it. I watched, my housemate showed me 2 episodes of the Netflix series, and I went, not for me.
Yeah.
Can I say? That's the happiest I've felt all episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. That your art is no good? That
I
makes
would-
you feel good?
yeah.
That's funny.
Because I
it
just
was
I don't want
pretty-
to say I don't want
yeah.
to say really, but I don't read you as a great arbitrator of taste.
Right. But I would say a general audiences, and so like a Sweden 2 would have been a good sort of example of sort of the show being successful
Oh,
and
yeah.
people liking it. And when is Sweden 2?
Well, something's coming. Something's coming. Don't worry about that.
Is it Sweden 2 of the Netflix show?
Something's coming.
Is that? But it's not the Sweden 2 of the Netflix show.
Silly boy,
That's
you
so
are-
interesting.
you are
That's
chaos.
just so interesting.
chaos.
I find that very interesting.
He's really working to put us literally in person offside.
Yeah. I felt like real. I felt real anger then. Now,
I'm like, what do you do? You would
No,
you
but
would
you're
burn
right. I don't
this
have
down.
Twist. I don't have Twist, but Netflix does.
does it?
Does it?
I would say so, yeah.
What are some of their good shows?
Well, you know.
You season 2. Anyway. Betty liked that.
Choden.
Choden.
I imagine Broden as a chode.
Let me do the... let me
Okay,
do
yeah,
the
yeah, I'm
word-
sorry, I'm sorry to-
I was
that is
doing. I
yours.
was going to do wordplay
That is your area.
because that was a good word. I'm like bleach.
It is the wordplay, I would say.
Choden. What is?
I just.
Chode. Chode.
His eyes are rolling into the back of his head. He's this is in a fugue state.
Chorizo. Chorizo. Sausage broden. A sausage broden. A spicy Spanish sausage broden with a wide cock.
Next on the list.
Swilly. Yes. Satisfying. No.
A speed kill sign with an S and a D crossed out. So would be peed. P kills.
What?
P kills.
What?
So a speed kill sign with the S and the D crossed out. So
Why
leaving.
would someone do that? That's so swilly.
Well, there you go. We got the answer we
No,
wanted.
no, not the sign isn't swilly. Don't mistake me. The act of vandalism is swilly as well. Why would someone do that? Have you ever done a vandal? Have you ever vandalised?
Yeah.
Anything
Probably like
wrong?
a chair at school or something.
Why would you do that?
Send a message.
That's someone's property.
Every layer of ethics that I discover in this character, every layer of complexity. You know how complexity adds empathy? Not with this cunt. Every layer, I'm like, ugh, a little deeper into my hatred.
Well, we've actually run out of time. That's all we have time for today. Did you want to say anything on your last ever appearance on an Aunty Donna piece of intellectual property? Or?
Yeah, to all the people who made this happen, this is on you.
Yeah.
The reaction to Swilly Boy creates Swilly Boy.
That's true.
Swilly Boy could have gone away, drowned himself in a river,
Oh.
like a sack of quittens.
What's this
He
Virginia
could've-
Woolf layer?
He could have done that, but you chose to have him black, and this is the result of it.
Algorithm keeps you alive. You feed off algorithm.
So if you didn't like it, you have but yourself to blame. Don't come at me. Subscribe to my OnlyFans if you want to see me put things up my
yeah.
for $10.99.
But are you getting
in
the
the
things-
DMs?
Yeah, are
So
you
the
getting the-
normal Instagram is free. Essentially, it's free,
Yeah.
and you can just see things of me just going about my way. But in the DMs, there's
okay.
videos to unlock
Do you have
for
to pay a
about
subscription?
$10.99.
Do you have
No,
to pay
the subscription is free, but then in the DMs you'll get little videos.
Got it.
of
We
me
got it.
Yeah. Just so long as you're not charging.
Sticking various
Yeah.
things inside of me.
I have to say that stuff. I'm fine with that. If that is what makes you happy.
I wait dick pics as well.
We got it.
Yeah, that's. I'm happy for you to do that.
Congratulations on all your successes and on being able to point out silly things. Congratulations on the wordplay. Very good. Silly boy, thanks for coming on.
Can I check? Are we going to have him back on, Broden?
No, never.
I don't want to be one again.
You don't want to be on again?
No, I have other podcasts that are asking me to be.
Okay, sure. Good
I'm
luck
going to
with
be on
that.
Abby Twatfield's one.
Good luck with that, mate.
Thank
Good luck
you.
with
I
that.
can't wait. We're going to
Abby Twatfield.
We're going to talk about how to give a great blow.
Okay, great. We've got it. Zach, thanks as always.
Thank you.
Next week, well, probably Mark will be back
Hopefully, yeah.
after we have a word with him. And see you guys next week for another comedy-based podcast. That was Silly Boy Part 2.
Shall we?
You've been listening to the Aunty Donna podcast. Thanks for joining us for another RIP episode brought to you by AuntyDonnaClub.com. See you next week.